Hi, my name is Mike. I am not for Coltrane. Welcome to your Coltrane Tuesdays for this, the 17th day of August in the year 2021. So we're going to see how things go this week. Last week we had all sorts of internet connectivity problems, which made for a rather dull first 7 minutes of the video. So we're hoping that doesn't happen this time around, but we'll see. We never know. Everything is unpredictable. If you are watching this live, and I don't know if anybody's live online with us right now, but it's always helpful for me to hear, hey, yes, we can actually see and hear you as you would expect that to be able to happen. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna do some really cool stuff today. I'm doing a local covers tribute to the band Slingshot Dakota. Talk to you a little bit more about Slingshot Dakota in case you don't know who they are, because you absolutely should, because they're very cool. We will talk about, hey, I've got another in-person appearance coming up soon, and I'll give you some information about that. And of course, we will play the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. If for those who are unfamiliar with the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game, allow me to explicate what happens when we do that. So people who are live online with us, ideally people who are live online with us, but also even if you're not, people who will give me song suggestions, and I have to respond to them in some manner. If the song that's requested is one that I know, I will go ahead and play it. It will be unrehearsed. I can't necessarily speak to the quality, but I will be able to play the song if it is one that I know. So yeah, that's how that works. If the song is one that I kind of sort of know, like I've heard other people play it, or I've heard it on the radio or the Spotify or the whatever, I will then attempt to figure out how to play it here in front of you. If I do not recognize the song title at all, I will have to make up a brand new song right here on the spot with the same name as the song that was requested, thereby technically satisfying the requirement. That is how we play the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. So this is a great time to get in your requests now for the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. I will stall a little bit later in the show to give people a chance to put in their requests, but I frequently don't see them until minutes after they're posted in the comments. So if you're watching right now, first off, let me know if you can actually see and hear me, because, hey, things are weird. But also, you can go ahead and get in your requests now, so that I will see them at the time that it is time to do that. So, Slingshot Dakota. What can I tell you about Slingshot Dakota, or Slingy D, as they are sometimes known? Slingshot Dakota is a duo. They live here in the Bethlehem area in Pennsylvania's Lehigh Valley. They are kind of a big deal in the national indie music scene. They've played at South by Southwest. They've if you search for like Slingshot Dakota and NPR, you'll find that they've been featured a bunch of times either on NPR or on NPR's website. They are not super well known here in the Lehigh Valley, I don't think. I think their profile has been growing. Judging by the number of folks who are at their Music Fest show, it still isn't like, an enormous number of people who know. And which, absolutely, those of us who do know, yay, this is really cool, because what they do is really, really interesting and really, really unique. The band is, oh, hey, hi, Emma. Oh, wow. that is a lovely request for the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. Thank you very much for hanging out, Emma. So yes, and also for letting me know that I'm audible and visible. Yay. Slingshot Dakota is composed of Carly Commando on lead vocals and keyboards, and Tom Patterson on drums and also sometimes backing vocals. Carly is a tremendous songwriter, and they do all sorts of interesting and innovative things with their music. I should say they describe themselves as doom-inspired pop that'll melt your face and make you smile. And yeah, that's kind of about it. So they did do a set at Music Fest. Carly was very emotional, and you can see this on their socials if you check their Instagram or their Facebook. This was their first time getting back in front of a live audience in a long time. And so for those of us who that's one of the things we do is we get up in front of people, and that's part of where we draw energy from. To have been cut off from that in a very real way over the past however long it's been, has been a real challenge. So they did a great set. I was actually unable to see a lot of their set because I was volunteering that night over at Festplots, but I was able to go check out part of their show over at Zins and Plots, and it did sound really, really cool. So I was going to say, okay, so they have this. Their sound is it's definitely, there's some punk in the mix. They describe it as pop. There's obviously a strong rock element to what they do. Carly has these this really unique sound on the keyboards, which is loud and, like she says, melt your face. And clearly, this was not a song that was ever intended to be played by a dude with an acoustic guitar. So I've been doing what I can to adapt one of their songs so that I can play it in this format, and we'll see how this goes. And if they do end up watching it at some point, yay, and I'm sorry. So we'll see how this goes. Yeah, the song is called Casino Night. Carly has done a bunch of interviews about this song, and you'll find information about it. Yeah, I'll talk more about it afterwards, when sort of the meaning. I'll let you interpret it initially, as much of the lyrics as you can put together. All right, let's see what I can do here. Casino Night. By the empty corner bar, we talked for hours. I didn't have to try so hard. Dirty vodka and buzz dancing in the dark. I felt at home and let myself just come apart. Myself, nobody loves you like I do. Head over heels with every single part of you. If I'm the ocean, then you are my super moon. You pulled me in and I lost every point of view. What happened to your heart? Mine. What happened to your life? That made you want to leave mine. I know we can't go back. I know that we can't. You can't take back what you said, and I don't think I can forget. I know we can't go back. I know that we can't. It would never be as sweet as the first time that we meet. I want to see what happened to your heart. Made you want to take mine. What happened to your life? Made you want to leave behind. I know we can't go back. I know that we can't. And I don't think I can forget. And I don't think I can forget. And I know we can't go back. I know that we can't. It would never be as sweet as the first time that we yes, that came out better than it did at rehearsal. So there you go. That song is, again, called Casino Night by Slingshot Dakota, also known as Slingy D. Whew, man, yeah, that was a little rough in rehearsal. So and then there are lots of little bits and pieces of that actually came together okay for the song. So yay! So yeah, Slingshot Dakota, they, like I say, it's a duo. They've got the keyboards and drums, and I think some of the things that kind of make them so distinct, well, like I say, first off, Carly really is just this very solid songwriter. On top of that, the two of them together on stage, they are a couple. And their chemistry on stage and the way they sort of, each keep trying to feed off and top each other's energy is really, really cool. And so that really, that dynamic that happens between them on stage is really cool. Carly has this very distinct, unique sound that she gets with her keyboard. I don't think that she's running the keyboard through a guitar amp, although it's possible it's what it is. If I were a better fan, I would probably already know the answer to this. But it could be that she's going through some kind of an effect pedal or some sort of an audio effect. If you see her playing, she always has a little box on her keyboard over on this side. And I don't know if that could be an effects unit, or that could be, she's just running it through the audio with, and so it's always clipping and really sort of flattens the sound and really compresses the sound, so you get the same kind of effect as you would with a guitar amp. But whatever she does, it's really, really cool. One of the things they say in their profiles is how, even though it's just the two of them, it sounds like a four-piece band. And yeah, so some of that is just the energy. They have enough energy for at least four people when they're doing their thing on stage. In addition to that, I think the sound of the keyboards that Carly does is, really helps sort of fill out the sound. And I think one of the other things that they do is the way that Carly plays keys is not a really, simple traditional way that you'd use to play keyboards. A lot of people, and this is a great way to play keyboard. One of the things that you can do when you're playing keyboards is you play the same chord with your left hand and with your right hand. So like your left hand would be playing like something like an E major chord like down there, and your right hand would be playing an E major chord farther up. And it's a sound that you can't duplicate on a guitar, really. But if you listen, there are lots and lots of examples out there. One of them being, the first one that comes to mind is the beginning of the song Long December by Counting Crows. You can hear it's the same chord, and you can do some sort of interesting rhythmic things going back and forth with it, and then going from one chord to another. But it's, where essentially both hands are playing the same notes, just in different places on the keyboard. Carly does that pretty rarely from what I can tell. Frequently, she might be playing the chord with her right hand, and then doing sort of a bass line with her left hand. For the song Casino Night, what I was trying to evoke with keeping these notes just sort of ringing through the whole song it sounds like she just has, her fingers parked on a couple keys with her right hand. So it's kind of a drone through the whole song, and then she's playing chords and also a little bit of a bass line with her left hand. It's really, really interesting stuff. Definitely check it out. I will say that, so follow them on all the socials. There are links in the description. In addition to that, I'll mention that they recently put out a single called Hold On To Why. So you can find that on all of your streaming and download services. You can follow them on the social media, follow the links in the description to find out all the things about them, to get on their YouTube page. And if you search on YouTube, there are lots and lots of performances of them playing around at various places. So, and I'll say this too, Tom Cooney, a good friend of the show here, last week made a request for me to do a song by a local woman, singer-songwriter or songwriter. So I didn't really get into that last week, although I did profile, of course, Ruby Deer, fronted by the tremendously talented Jenny Founds, the primary songwriter for that project. And so this one also, again, a tribute to another local woman who is a singer-songwriter, Carly Commando, with her husband, Tom Patterson, over at Slingshot Dakota. So check all those things out. They don't have any in-person shows booked in the immediate future for around here. I believe they're performing down in Florida in late October, but definitely follow them on the socials. Watch for things that they do. Check out their studio recordings on all the streaming services and cool things like that. So, yay, Slingshot Dakota, very cool. All right, we already have a Stump the Band request, which is great. And that might mean we have, we'll see. I'll explain again the rules for people who are coming in just a little bit later, and I'll also talk to you about another appearance that I have coming up in the very, very near future. So we're going to be playing the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. People get in their song requests, and I have to respond to them in some way, shape, or form. If the song is one that I know, I will go ahead and play it. If the song is one that I kind of sort of know, like I used to know how to play it 25 years ago, or I've listened to it a bunch on the radio 25 years ago, or I've heard it on Spotify, or I've seen half a dozen people play it at open mics, I will then attempt to figure out how to play it. If I do not recognize the song title at all, then I will have to make up a brand new song right here on the spot with the same name as the song that was requested. That is how we play the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. Emma is already playing along, which is wonderful, and so I'm part of my brain is engaged in trying to remember how to play Take It Easy by the Eagles, which is one that I at some point did know. It's not one that I've played in a little while, so we'll see how this goes, but I think it'll be okay. I'll also mention that I was talking about Slingshot Dakota, their in-person appearance coming up in late October in Florida. I have yet another in-person appearance. I'm very grateful for folks who came out to check out the show at the Bethlehem Farmers Market that I did on a Thursday going into Music Fest. I'm now going to be again venturing out of my house with a guitar to perform in front of actual live human beings. This is coming up on September 3rd, and it's a really cool event. It is the first Friday for the SouthSide Arts District here in Bethlehem, PA. If you've been driving around the South Side, in particular if you've been driving by the intersection of 3rd and Adams, you may have noticed that there is a mural on the street, on the corners of the intersection. Some artists have been doing this really cool art project there. It is the ribbon cutting for that artwork. Not this coming Friday, this first Friday in September, so again, September 3rd, it is the Street Mural Celebration and Pop-Up ArtsWalk. So starting at 6 o'clock, there's going to be a ceremony, a ribbon cutting for the mural. It's going to be followed by a reception just a couple steps down 3rd Street at Color Me Mine, and I'm going to be doing the music at that reception, so that'll be very cool. In addition to that, you can wander around the South Side that whole evening. At various merchants and other places, there are going to be pop-up little art galleries, as well as music by bands including 2 for Tea, the Keith Hewlett and Friends group, as well as Chelsea Lynn Meyer. So go check out, again, 2 for Tea, Keith Hewlett and Friends, Chelsea Lynn Meyer at the Street Mural Celebration at Pop-Up Arts Walk, also including me, coming up on the first Friday in September. The fun starts at 6 in the evening, so it'd be awesome if you could come out and do that. All right, so now, Eagles. The ironic thing about this, well, first off, I was thinking about doing this song at the farmer's market, In fact, I'm like, no, and I learned, I've brushed off Peaceful Easy Feeling rather than this song. Probably not playing that in the right key. Maybe it's a... So that would be the key of A, but it has a lot of the E chord, and that's what... No, I changed keys inadvertently. Confusing myself. The keys of E and A are closely related, and I'm getting myself mixed up. So I need to be in the key of A, not the key of E. Maybe it is the key of E. Maybe it is the key of E. Ah, that's it. All right, I think we can do this. There are some lyrics I definitely will not know. Oh, right, this song doesn't really have a bridge. It has kind of a solo. If I were really clever, you know what? I think I know what this song needs, and the question is whether I have that. Whether I happen to have that. So this would sound really cool with a harmonica. I'm looking around the room trying to see where the harmonica might be, because all I have with me here is the kazoo. But you know what? Why not? This would definitely sound better with harmonica, but hey, we go with what we've got. Oh, right. That's right. I was going to figure out how the end of the song goes, because I'm going to surprise myself when I get to that part. Yeah. See? I'm good. I've taken it. not that. Something like with the seventh. Something with like a seventh. It's not quite right either. That's definitely not it. That's not it. Let's see. That's nope. That's gonna have to do. All right, here we go. All right, thank you, Emma. I'm running down the road trying to loosen my load. Seven women on my mind. Four that wanna own me, two that wanna store me, one says she's a friend of mine. Take it easy, take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels make you crazy. I know you still can, don't even try to understand. Just find a place to make your stand and take it easy. Standing on a corner of Winslow, Arizona, such a fine sight to see. It's a girl, my lord, in a flatbed Ford, slowing down to take a look at me. Come on, baby, don't say baby. I need to know if your sweet love is gonna save me. We may lose, we may win, but we will never be here again. So open up, I'm climbing in. Take it easy. And there's a third verse that goes something like, now I'm running down the road trying to loosen my load, got a world of trouble on my mind. Something friend of mine. Take it easy, take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels make you crazy. Not enough, you still can. Don't even try to understand. Just find a place to make your stand. Take it easy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm going to leave it there because it's not getting any better than that. Thank you very much to Emma for that request. I'm very glad that she was excited about having the kazoo be the accompaniment for that. And who knows, I might actually brush that off a little bit and play it with harmonica or something like that at the reception on the first Friday in September. So come on out, say hi, check out Chelsea Lynn Meyer, check out the Keith Hewlett and Friends group, check out Two for Tea, and the whole thing that we're doing with the celebration for the street mural and the pop-up ArtsWalk. Thank you very much, Emma. I'm glad that you enjoy that. So yeah, and also definitely check out Slingy D, check out Slingshot Dakota. There are links in the description on this YouTube post with their they got the link tree. You can find out all the latest stuff they've been doing. They've got social medias. All those are linked in the description as well. And then next week it is a special request show, which means special request show means I will start playing a few songs that are not blind requests, like we do during the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. So I will have a few minutes ahead of time, should I choose to use them, to actually learn how to play some of the songs. And Michelle Likes Fruit, who is one of the great supporters of this particular program, has already gotten in a request for that for next week's show. It's a Jack Johnson song, so I'm gonna have to learn how to play that one. And if you have a song that you would like me to play for next week, by all means, let me know in the comments here. Let me know over on my various social media channels of a song that you think that I should learn for next week. And so that's what we'll do right here, this space, 12:30 afternoon every Tuesday, whether you're watching live or watching later. Either way, I love you. Thank you very much. I'm very grateful for that. And so until then, my name is Mike. I am Not for Coltrane. Please take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I will see you next time.